Hi, I'm Dean. This video is about farming. It's a story of two farmers. We have a dark black coloured farmer and a light white coloured farmer. So they represent a positive and a negative farmer. So they're two dudes. Now our story begins with a tray full of earth. So we've got some soil and stuff like that, and some carrots are growing in the earth here. And essentially how the story goes, well, let's back up a little bit. This is unscripted. So basically I've learned that if you have a full understanding of a topic, you're able to talk about it relatively simply. And I've been struggling to explain this concept to a lot of people for a very long time. And today I kind of figured out a way that I can tell it a bit more simply. So that's really how this came about. So going back to our story here, we've got the white, light, positive farmer and the black, dark, negative farmer. Now, essentially what they're doing is they're working together to farm the farm here. So, as we probably know, you start off with a bit of earth and you plant some seeds. We've got a couple of prepared carrots here in the farm. Now we start off with the positive farmer. Now the positive farmer is the bearer of the light, and he'll come across and shine some light on his carrots, and he'll be like, "I love you, carrots. I am your light." And as you would know, the carrots would need light to survive, especially during the day. That's the kind of how it works with the positive light farmer. Obviously these ones don't have their green tops and stuff. Bear with me with the props I'm making do. And then the darkness falls, and in walks the black, dark farmer. And he'll be like, "Grr, I don't like you, carrots." And then what he does is, just wait there a second, farmer, is what he'll do is he'll sprinkle some dead decaying matter over them, and he'd be like, "Grr." This is compost, by the way, fertilizer, whatever you want to call it, and he's sprinkling this on them. So while the light's down, they're absorbing the nutrients and the darkness. So what happens is each day after the sun sets, the light of the world comes back, the white farmer, the positive farmer, and he's like, "I love you, carrots. Hello, carrots." And he gives them all the goodness and so forth that they need. And the cycle continues with the light, positive farmer and the dark, negative farmer doing their bit. I don't know how many times I need to repeat this. But this is sprinkling some of the dark matter on them. And of course the carrots need nighttime to rest and grow, and then they need the daytime again to get more energy and live during their day. And this is essentially the life cycle of the carrots. This is kind of how farming works. The really cool thing is that the positive white farmer here wants to harvest the carrots, and of course so does the negative farmer, dark farmer, because that's the whole idea of what this is about. So the way the harvest works is this farmer here has been really good to his carrots. He's been really happy. He's been giving them all the love and light that he possibly could give them. And out of the ground, when it comes harvest time, comes a nice, good, ripe, plump, juicy, full, complete carrot, and this is to be consumed, essentially, by the both of them, actually. Let's go here. So they're both going to eat this one. But then there's another carrot that's been sitting here, and since the dark, negative, black farmer has been saying mean things to this carrot's not been so happy. He's been a scared carrot. He's been told a lot of stories to make him scared. And what happens there is this carrot has gone all rotten, and all yucky, and it's only a half carrot, and it's all messed up, and it's not really good for anything, except what the farmer does is he puts it on the compost heap and turns it into compost, because it has to be a renewable kind of a system. So the black farmer's in charge of the composting to keep the fuel coming, so that they can keep the next lot of carrots. You see, the positive, good, happy carrot would have sprouted a few seeds and things out the top, and they would have been replanted or resown into the soil, and then the negatively harvested carrot would have been decomposing and turning into compost to fertilize the new crop. So that's kind of in a nutshell what positive and negative harvest is all about. Now, the cool thing is, carrots are actually quite clever. And in case you hadn't picked up on the analogy of the as above so below thing, humans are actually quite clever, and carrots, like humans, are able to grow wild, and they don't necessarily need farmers. You don't really need a positive farmer to shine the light on the carrots, because with or without the farmer, the light's actually going to be there all the time, because it comes and goes with day and night. And the same goes with the negative dark farmer. There's always going to be decomposing. The leaves and stuff that were on the top of the carrots would be decomposing at the end of their life cycle and falling themselves onto the ground. It's just that what these farmers do, clever sods, is they control and restrict, and they make the carrots think that they can't live without them, and then give the carrots a choice. The carrots can either choose to be good, healthy, happy carrots so that they can be harvested by the white, positive farmer, or the carrots can choose to be sad, angry, fearful carrots so that they can be composted by the dark, negative farmers. But the reality is that there's a natural ecosystem already in place, and the carrots will and can all be healthy because of the way the composting thing works, and they regenerate and so forth, and there may be other animals that come and feed off them and that sort of thing. So there's kind of like a balance to nature, and what these guys are doing are playing God or gods, and they're trying to control nature, and they're trying to be in charge of the whole thing and manipulate the whole system for their own benefit so that they can farm the carrots themselves. But what the smart carrots, or humans, have figured out is that they are actually independent, and they don't need farmers. And let's face it, it probably sucks for them, right? So essentially what's happening with this global awakening thing, or what's supposed to be happening with this global awakening thing, is the carrot standing up and going, hold on a minute, we don't need any farmers. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Hey, that's interesting. Government. So essentially what the carrots are doing is they're going, hold on a minute, we don't want the farmers. We don't want a positive farmer, we don't want a negative farmer, we don't want the white one, we don't want the black one, we just want to be carrots. And essentially, if these guys can absolutely put their feet down, so to speak, and stay grounded and firmly rooted, somehow they have a choice to say no. No. No more farming. And then they can become farmers themselves if they want to, I suppose. I'm not too sure. I don't really know what the carrots can do without the farmers, but at least they'll be free, properly free, not told that they're free, but actually free. So it's a big difference there. Anyway, that's my brief story about the carrots. I hope it was kind of simple. Sorry if I rambled on a little bit. Again, not really scripted. I thought I'd try and figure it out my best there. Thanks for listening.